The following contest is an Iron Man match. On the way to the ring, from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Tell me what to do. You know who you're talking to. Well, you better get used to the way the ball bounces. I see what you got. It measures in ounces, but that's a brace, boy. Yeah, that's a brace, little man. Break it down. Dangerous.
And the opponent, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, Bret Hitman Hart.
This sold-out crowd is on its feet tonight here in St. Louis, Missouri.
These fans are so excited, I'm having a hard time staying in my own seat myself.
I'm with you on that, partner. We've got a great show here tonight for these St. Louis fans, and I can't wait to get started.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
The Hart family is a legendary name in the sports entertainment business, and Bret Hart is a legend among legends.
And these fans are getting a real treat watching the Hitman in action tonight.
They're not the only ones. I could watch Bret Hart compete every night of the week.
He anticipated that move perfectly. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Oh, never mind.
These fans have got something they want to share with us.
That's their right. They paid for their tickets after all.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world, and this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
Michaels sure is getting up there. If he sticks around too much longer, HBK's going to stand for the has-been kid.
I don't think Shawn Michaels is ever going to be a has-been. He looks as good today as he ever did, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
And there's the counter. Bret Hart calls himself the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
And that's a hard point to argue.
You're not kidding. He's right on at least 2 counts, and I might not be able to see the future, but I bet he's right on that one too.
That's a pretty safe bet. I doubt we'll ever see another superstar in our lifetimes like the legendary Hitman.
Rope break.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90%. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
Man, you just can't put anything over on. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a... Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, but that kind of thing's not going to win you the match. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match.
He wasted no time going for that pin.
Nice quick counter there.
We're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight.
I'm all for freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be Cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
This could end the match right here.
It absolutely could. A power driver like that is not something you just shake off. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
When you talk about a man who's done it all in this business, you don't have to look any further than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Michaels has been in this business a long, long time, and I'm not surprised he's stuck with Raw. I doubt he could keep up with some of the younger SmackDown talent.
You're not seriously suggesting that HBK couldn't be competitive on SmackDown. No disrespect to the SmackDown superstars, but this is Shawn Michaels we're talking about.
All I'm saying is that ever since Raw and SmackDown became separate brands, we haven't seen much of Michaels on SmackDown. You take that any way you want. He dodged that bullet. You take one look at Bret Hart, and it's not hard to see why he's a WWE Hall of Famer.
I'll put it this way, partner. If Bret Hart doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, nobody does.
That was a textbook reversal. I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy. These superstars have proven time and again that they're...
He's got the legs, and you know what's coming next.
I sure do. Sharpshooter, talk about your excellence of execution. Anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake should get into the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals.
Bret Hart calls himself excellence of execution, and it's not hard to see why.
From anyone else, that would be just ego. From the Hitman, it's the truth.
And that's why Bret Hart is one of WWE's most respected Hall of Famers.
No superstar in the locker room can afford to ignore the WWE fans.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been. There's the cover. Can he do it?
2.
Each of these competitors is looking for the...
Look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. Man, this one's turned into a fight. Pure.
And there's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. He may get the 3 count right
1,
here.
2.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
He's got that leg. He's going for it.
And he's got it. The sharpshooter is locked in.
There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end.
We've seen some pretty good back and forth here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out. He can taunt all he wants, but once he's lost the match, he's going to wish he spent this time going after his opponent.
1,
I think you're wrong about that. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter.
2, 3.
So have you got any predictions about who's going to win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
I've got to admit it, I'm impressed by these superstars' performance here tonight.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I'd hoped.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. There's the cover.
1, 2.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
What? Uh-oh, someone's about to get dumped on their head.
What a pile driver. That may have knocked his opponent out cold.
And the crowd has come alive.
Here's the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
This one's going to keep going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the conditioning of these athletes, that could be quite a while from now.
As long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll keep going at it.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
This one could still go either way.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell.
This sellout crowd just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? That's not exactly a great entertainment value.
You might be right. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time. There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is. What do you think the highlight of it has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little later in the match when you shut your yap for a few seconds and let me enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
You can imagine the tension between the competitors right now. Well, you could if you had ever actually been in a match.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off of these superstars.
Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
Wow, I almost feel bad for JR and the King. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Well, that just makes sense. After all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown.
This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Even if you